All right, so this video is all about the best areas to buy a home here in the city of Menifee, California for about $600,000 and what areas you can get the best bang for your buck. Let's go ahead and get into it. Hey guys, hey again, my name is Justin Short. I'm a realtor and team leader with the Short Real Estate team here at Keller Williams in Temecula, and this video is all about where to get the best bang for your buck and the best neighborhoods to buy a home in the city of Menifee for about $600,000. But before I get to all the information, if you are liking real estate videos like this, please do me a favor, please hit like, please hit subscribe. Obviously it helps me, it helps my channels, we try to continue to grow it. And then we have new videos that come out each and every week. So they're all locally based. So we'll go over the cities of Temecula, Murrieta, and Menifee, California. We have market update videos, best neighborhoods, worst neighborhoods, best school districts, all types of different stuff. And we have new stuff that comes out each week. So if you are thinking about making a move here, please subscribe. I think it'd be a really good resource for you. And then if you guys have any real estate questions, you can feel free to reach out anytime. So you're gonna see my information either down below the video or at the end. You're gonna see my, my name, my phone number, my email. You can feel free, you can give me a call, you can send me a text. We would love to schedule time to chat with you and see what I can do to try and help you. Of course, I'd love to be a resource for you, and it's how I earn a living, so I'd love to earn your business. So. Cool. All right, so we're going to go over the best neighborhoods here in the city of Menifee. If you don't pay attention to the market update videos that we do, really $600,000 is really your pretty much your average price point for the city of Menifee. I think the last ads we pulled, the average home in Menifee sells for about $580,000. So you definitely have homes that sell for less expensive, and you definitely have homes that sell for more. You'll see homes go for $800,000, $900,000, over $1 million in Menifee. Usually that's going to be a bigger lot or that type of thing. But it seems like most of the clients that I have that are looking in Menifee tend to be kind of in that $600,000 price range. A lot of times it's because in that range, like right at 600K, they're kind of priced out of some of the surrounding cities. Like you can't really buy a home in Temecula for 600. You can't get much of a home in Murrieta, maybe something super old, super small, super dated. And as opposed to in Menifee, you can get a really nice home in a really nice neighborhood and really get a lot for your money. So if you guys are not super familiar with Menifee, it has grown a ton. It's been one of California's fastest growing cities for over the last decade now, and it's expected with all the new construction to continue to be one of the fastest growing cities in California for the next 10 years. So I think it's a really good location as far as investment goes, and it's going to be an area where you see a lot of construction. It's going to continue to be a lot of growth into the future. So the 5 areas that we're going to go over is what I feel like are really the best, the best value, where you can get, a decent sized home in a great neighborhood, in a great, really a premium neighborhood. A lot of them are newer, or I just feel like are really good values. And this would be, if you are looking for a $600,000 home, these are the areas that I would really take a look at and make sure you're paying attention to. And if you can squeeze in, I think it'd be a great option. So area number 1, right at 600,000, would be the Audie Murphy Ranch community. So if you are not familiar with Audie Murphy Ranch, it really is the top tract home community in Menifee. It's located right off of Newport Road. So if you're not familiar, Newport Road's like the main road in Menifee. It runs east and west. If you continue taking it west, it takes you towards Lake Elsinore and towards the 15 freeway. And if you go east, you end up going out towards the Hemet area. But it's really where all of like the main shopping and businesses are in Menifee. And Audie Murphy Ranch is right there, right off Newport Road, and is a massive community. I don't know the number for sure, but I think it's over 2,500 different homes that are in the area. So massive community park, community pools, clubhouse, skate parks, walking trails. It's a really great community. The average price point there, most of the homes are selling for quite a bit more, usually closer to 700 or 800,000 or even more, depending if it has a pool or something like that. But you can find a handful of homes in Audie Murphy Ranch for right about 600,000. So I'm looking, between 585 and 625. We found, 7 different homes that are out there. They're probably right around 2,000 square feet, maybe 1,700, 2,100 square feet, that type of thing. But the community is newer, so it was all built from like 2010 and up. So they're newer homes. That means they're energy efficient. They have those open concept layouts that everyone's really going to like. And just the neighborhood itself is so nice, has so many amenities, has a great location. If you are looking in this price range, I think it really would be a neighborhood to make sure you pay attention to. Area number 2 that I would take a look at is the neighborhood of Heritage Lake. And so if you are not super familiar with that, it's the next exit north off the 215 freeway. So you have the 215 freeway, runs pretty much north and south through Menifee. Newport is kind of that main road. The next road north is McCall. If you take McCall and go east, so to the right is kind of, if you're going north, that's how I think of it. You hit the Heritage Lakes community, and that is another massive community. The name did not, fill you in, but it is built around a lake. So it's a man-made lake there. It's in the middle of the community. There's walking paths all the way around, community pool, community spa, community parks, a lot of tot lots, things like that. It's a really, really nice community. It was built from like the mid 2000s, I think 2004, 2005, up until 2015, 2016. I guess there's still some new construction going, so, or I guess recently finished up. So it stretched on for a while, but that's kind of when most of the community was built. You can get a little bit bigger home here, so it is a little bit less expensive than Audie Murphy. So I found 10 homes under 625 right now, and I found homes all the way up to 2,800 square feet. So you have a little bit bigger range there as far as what's available. You have a little bit more to choose from. It is not quite as great of a location as Audie Murphy would be, in my opinion. I guess it depends, what you're looking for, but it is a really great community. You get a little more for your money, and I definitely think it would be something to check out. And there's the elementary schools right there in the middle of the community, and it's a really, really pretty place as well. So cool. Neighborhood number 3 would be the neighborhood of Menifee Lakes. Menifee Lakes is a little bit different than these other ones. It is a little bit older community. It is one of the original tract home communities in Menifee. So the other two that we went over are kind of newer and a little more open concept layouts, things like that. Menifee Lakes that's not the case, but the location is awesome. It's right next to the freeway. It's probably like a half mile to a mile right off of Newport Road, right near the freeway. So it's a great central location. They're shopping. You could probably walk to a lot of the grocery stores and shopping and things like that. Also, because of the year the community was built, which is older, it's closer to like early 90s, 1990, 1992, 1993, that type of thing. But with that, you have lower property taxes as well. So you don't have those extra special assessments. You have pretty low HOA, pretty good value. You have community pool and spa and things like that. And I think it's a really, really good value. So it might not have the prestigious name that the other communities have because it's not quite as new, but the location is great. I think the value is really, really good. The low taxes I think are a huge plus and definitely would be something that I would pay attention to. Neighborhood number 4 is another newer one, and that is the community of Shadow Mountain. So Shadow Mountain's really almost brand new construction. There was a big, massive tract home community, again, kind of close to that Heritage Lakes community off of McCall. I kind of mentioned that earlier, but it's built around a hillside. There's a big, huge sports park that's located in the middle of it. There is an HOA for the community. But most of the homes were built, I think, from like 2018 to 2023, so almost new construction. So homes are just a few years old. Because of that, very, very open concept. You have a lot of the cool things that people like as far as finishes. So, quartz counters, shaker cabinets, waterfall countertops, things like that. Very open. There's a lot of single stories that are in there as well. And it is, again, they're almost brand new homes. So if you are looking at that price range, that is something I would pay attention to. Because it is newer, it does tend to have the highest taxes out of all the homes we're going to talk about. So it is something to pay attention to, make sure the taxes are affordable. But I think it's a great community. I have a few clients that live in there. They really, really like it. And again, it's almost new, so I think it's hard to beat. And then community number 5 would be, this is kind of the oddball from as far as the communities that I'm mentioning, but it is older, but it is a heck of a lot less expensive, and I just think it's a really good value. So if you are looking for an inexpensive home in Menifee, and you are open and can qualify for a 55 plus community. If you don't know about the Sun City community, it definitely would be something I would pay attention to. The average price point is much lower in there, so you do have to be 55 or older to live there, but you can find homes from the low 300s, so 325,000, up to the mid fours, so 450, 475. So there's really nothing that's going to sell over 475. Maybe one or two closer to 500. Maybe it has a pool or something odd like that. But for the most part, what makes it popular and what makes it so desirable is it's inexpensive, right? It's relatively affordable for Southern California. Those homes that are on the lower end of the price point, in the low to mid 300s, they're older, they probably are not updated, they're going to need some work or some updating if you care about that type of thing. Or the homes on the higher end have been rehabbed. They probably have new windows and new kitchens and new AC units and new flooring and all new cabinets and all those different types of things. So you kind of have a spread there depending if you looking for something old that you want to fix up yourself, or something that is really more moved and ready and dialed in. But it is still a really good value. The homes in the neighborhood sell probably for $150,000, $200,000 less than they would outside the neighborhood in a non-age restricted community. So if you are over 55 and you would consider it, I would take a look at the Sun City community. I think it is a really, really good value. Really, I think it's hard to beat really in Southern California for something under 500,000. So anyways, if you are looking in that price range, those neighborhoods I would check out, and then I kind of threw in the the extra one that's a 55 plus. So I know that won't apply to everybody, but hopefully it's good information for you guys. If you have questions, feel free to reach out. You can call, you can text, you can email me, and hopefully talk to you soon. Thanks.